Hey, Jam here. Today we're playing a 20-year-old city builder game called Masters of Olympus, Zeus and Poseidon. I played this when I was growing up. I thought, you know what? Let's jump into it. This is what everyone wants to see. The set in ancient Greece time. Got obviously most of the Greek gods in it as well, which you can build temples to, and they'll defend your city and give you bonuses and stuff. We'll jump into the story mode, which is the adventures, which is here. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 story ones. They've all got various different challenges and episodes in them. So you might have like 3 quests in one episode and they'll move on to the next one and so far. Bottom 3 are just sandbox ones where you don't have to do missions, you can just play it out, play your city and build a city basically. We'll start off with top one. Usually goes down in easy. These top ones use easy, medium, and hard, but you can change difficult on each one as well, like this.
Follow a cow? The priestess from the oracle
He's
said
obviously
to follow
bigger,
a cow.
mortal, hero.
A peculiar command, to be sure.
But
then the priestess
his
is never
objective
wrong.
here is just to get 1,000.
She promised that great things would come to the person who follows her cow until it lays down to...
Not the game's automatically pausing this. So I'll explain the why. Obviously, this is a drachma, which is obviously the money used in the ancient Greek times. This is used to build all buildings require money. They don't have any material requirement or roads. Money straight down. Population. Top right corner is a map. See of the land. Purple stuff is fertile land, which we'll use for food, which we'll obviously talk about in a minute. There's always like a pre-built road in most of the maps. You can find buildings down if you want to just use this as a guide. What else have we got? Why is there not wolves there? Wow, they've spawned in like bit of a weird one, like, but we'll ignore that. These all attack any creatures that you have, like sheep or goats or whatever. Road tool to build roads. Every building needs access to a road. Oh, this is an event, so we've got a hydrant. So this will be like a story quest later on, but at the minute we don't really need to do out with that. This robot, obviously it's pretty self-explanatory. Any NPC in the game, if you put this down, they'll basically walk into it and then they'll go back on their own path again. But certain ones will be able to skip through it, which is like ones that are carrying food materials or basically any material and you need to get by it to put it into like storage or whatever, they can just jump straight by it, which is useful because then you just don't have everything stuck. Or like if you've got a fire in your city and you've got a maintenance guy who needs to jump by it to set the fire out, they can just jump straight through that. The spade will get rid of road like that, and it also will get rid of trees so you can go and expand or whatever. Just grab this, like so. I just wasted money there, like, but we've got a message tool which obviously told us we've got a hydrant here. You will get like other messages later on, like world map. We don't really need that at a minute. This just changes your orientation of what camera's facing. Middle bit makes it so it's back to normal again. And obviously this is just goals. Initially, what I normally do when I start, is I'll each map that you play has different resources and different. Oh, I should have paused it really. And different food that you can put down for your city. So for instance, this first map, the food that we have is dairy and goats. So you need. Obviously, you need to put the dairy down, then you can put the goats down, and then they'll make cheese, and then obviously people can eat the cheese. Oh, we've got a wheat farm, but these all take like months and months where you can harvest them. You usually get a bit bigger quantity of food, but so you're waiting longer for that initial hit. Well, obviously, but you need to put these down in fertile areas, so it's best used to start near these purple areas, which we will start building right now. I'll just go over here a bit, pull the road out. Usually the tutorial will have you build water like that. Another 3 going down. 2 there, 2 there, Put a road through. That's usually what I always do, just because the tower tells you to do it. I don't know if there's like a more efficient way, but it's. I've just always done it ever since I've played games, so I just tend to do it all the time now. It does make sense later on, but I didn't pause it for people's turning. Like the houses, compared to every other building, the house is different, but obviously it puts a plot on like these sticks down, which is basically a plot. And then the villagers will come and then obviously build a little shack there. But your houses can grow over time, but they have like requirements. So that's one of the reasons why you build like this, is so you can put like the necessary buildings in this like neighborhood type thing. And then you'll have access to it, and then the houses will grow and level up and allow more people into those houses. Just see what all people are coming. Yeah, they'll all come now. You can right look at them, they'll have a little voice line.
A new city, a new home, and maybe a new job. Fortune is smiling
Away
upon
they
me.
go. Into the houses. Oops. On. There's either build a little shack. You can have 4 people in it. But you can see at the top here, it basically tells you, and it obviously shows you the images there. They'll need food in order to move on to like next stage of this house. So we might as well start doing that now. I'll just put pause in while I'm back. Put some food. Probably gonna use the goats instead of the wheat farms. It makes it easier to get more food straight away. On there, I'm gonna leave a side gap hole. Say no in a bit why. I need to unpause it so they get people in. The reason I've left a gap there, each of these buildings has like a maintenance to it. If there's like a maintenance on this, obviously it'll show the building itself. And this maintenance officer, he basically walks through, keeps these buildings like basically in tip-top form. If not, they'll just collapse and obviously you have to rebuild it again. I'm just going to put a road block there, so basically it traps the maintenance guy in with these. I'll put some goats down, shove these anywhere. So these buildings, I think you can have like so many goats for one building. Can't remember how many it is, but obviously you can see there's quite a lot of goats fucking getting placed down. So we just gotta wait for these goats to produce, whatever, cheaper milk or whatever, but to basically turn it into cheese. Oh, some guy's about to attack us apparently. That's always fun. These obviously buildings got so many workers, because we've only got like a few set of buildings, like the houses there, we've only got 2 employers. I can build some more houses, which I might as well do while I wait. Got cheese to come in. I'm gonna build it similar to what that one is over there. Over there. Like that. Yep, some guy's gonna invade us. It's alright, we can just bribe him now because we've got no military force whatsoever at the start. Put a roadblock here. And also roadblock that as well. We've got house for another 88 people. All these will tell you about how to do with that thing. Here we go, look. It's bribing for 200. Saves them to fight it. Hey, we reached 100 people. Come on, we need some cheese. We must have the cheese. Might as well go through these tabs while we're actually. Obviously this tells how much houses we've got. This tells you how much food you stored, but we ain't got it in a minute. This tells you how many workers you need. We need another 21 people. Also, these buildings are like later buildings that you'll need, so we don't really need to worry about them in a minute. Actually, I'll talk about them later. Oh, there we go. We've got some cheese now. Look. The reason why they're stood here like this for is we need a storage for this cheese to go into. I'm actually on the right tab now. This granary is, this one stores food. So that'll be cheese, onions, wheat. That'll be actually. And then this one stores the rest of it, so wine, sculptures, fleece, marble, wood will be in this storehouse, but we don't really need that yet, so we just need to grab this one here. Put it. I'm gonna put it there actually. I'm actually gonna get rid of that. Ah shit, we've got a fire! Even though we had a roadblock here, obviously this guy's completely bypassed it. I'm gonna have to put another one down. Oh, we actually had enough to put two out. It's very rare they have that. Usually they only have enough to put one out. You see, his cheese are going into these I mean, is it like 7, 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, 8 slots at the top. For orders, our houses to be able to get this cheese, we're gonna have to put down like it's like a small shopping, like an old time shopping centre type thing. Put like a common agora down. And then we need to put a food vendor down. You get like 3 slots on each one. So I could put food down, later fleece, and then oil. Once this builds, a person should come out and grab the cheese from in there, come back to it. It's just
I don't know what my assistants are complaining about. These parcels are
every like
feather-light.
NPC has a little quote they have to say. That's guy actually said anything.
Eureka! I found the best city and
Cheers,
the
mate.
most capable ruler.
Now she's set up shop. Let me just pause it. I'm explain this. Well, if this guy's basically like a shopping cart guy, he'll deliver up goods to people. At the minute, he's just got food in there. Which is only one we've
What
got
is it
because
you
we've only got
wanted,
food
Mrs.
in this
Pericles? Ah, yes. Here
shopping
you go.
bit there. We should go around and then this person's got 16 food in their house now. But you can see at the top the things changed. Was it initially they wanted food, now they want water. Right, this one I want food. I need to build a water thing down, which is this fountain here. I'll put it over here. All these things that deliver stuff as well, they've got like a limited number of distance that they travel. I'm getting a lot of fires, Jesus, what I want is done. That's why I put the roadblocks there for, so it keeps them in this area, so then they're never like running away. So if I had a massive line going all the way down here, by the time he's gone all the way down there, you might not have enough distance left to get to these houses, and then you might not deliver the food there. So it's easy just to block them in with roadblocks, so they're always stuck to the same kind of route. Same with water guns as well. Oh Jesus, we've already filled this granary up with cheese. Time for another one. I'll put another. I'm gonna go it down with another food thing. That person will grab that food over there and come back to that. Where's my water guy? Has he been? Oh no, yeah, the water guy has been. He just doesn't tell you. Like, he doesn't collect it. Alright. So now we need culture, which is this tab. So this is basically like a gymnasium, so people can train and stuff. That all. These two are linked together, and so are these two. So in order for these to work properly, you need to have one like down, and then other one down in the same sort of area, and then they'll walk from this one that I've got made. That we could build there. And then they'll walk over to this one, and then they'll start walking around the rest of it, whatever else they can get around. But for now, it's just easy to have this one on this gymnasium because it's only a one part, I think. Put that one down. So once this guy comes out of this building, start upgrading these houses to next to. There we go.
This city is like Ajax, head and shoulders above
You basically
the
need
rest.
these to compete in like the Olympic Games, and you get like monuments which you can upgrade like the appeal area and make your houses better. Sometimes they won't move to the next step unless the appeal of the area is good. How's this side doing? I only need water. Oh, some random city. On the world map there's other cities. And some of them like you, some of them don't. You can send them gifts, you can trade with them. Sometimes they'll send you gifts. So these Argos are sending me 5 olive oil. I can't. Usually there'll be an accept button on this side here. The reason I can't accept it is because I ain't got the storage required to accept it, so I can postpone it. Get this storehouse, put this down. And then they should send me that offer back, so I'll be able to accept it, and it should go into here then. Falling down. There we go, look. Now I can accept it. I'll just be sat there. I can't really use it much at the minute, like, but... I'll also fill this bit in the middle with park if I wanted to as well. I don't know if it doesn't that much, but it looks nice. Add in the gymnasium. Ah shit, what was that? Oh, someone's asked us for 9 streams of fleece. Basically got a request from like another city. Actually, let me just pause it. I'll open up the world map now so everyone can see. Oh, this is a city, this is a city. Obviously all these that I can click on. It tells you like this, if I click this person likes me, sympathetic towards me. Whereas this guy don't like me, displays, he'll probably end up attacking us, so he's probably one that attacked me at the start. This guy is neither likes you or dislikes you, so you can kind of persuade him if you like send him gifts and stuff. With this heart you can ask for stuff. That one fulfills the request, like we just got a request for someone a minute ago, I don't know which one it was, with this guy. You can just do it from your city as well, you don't have to click on this to do it. You send someone a gift. You can raid their city, like, usually you'd have like, obviously heroes, warriors or whatever, you can send them out and then raid, and you can click whatever you want to raid them for. Obviously you can conquer your city, but usually they tend to do that when you get more further into the game than what I'm at. I'll pause it. As soon as I like guys ask for some fleece, I was gonna wait to build some, but I might as well do it now. Yeah, that should be our way to get to we need to build gardening sheds. It should be, and then we can put the sheep down and the people come out and start shepherding them. And then when they grow the fleece, they'll obviously cut it off and then we can use it. Not all people, we need another granary. I'm gonna try and expand down. Need to put a robot there though. Separate there, because that building's in the way. Do this. No, probably don't make sense for me building like these L-shaped kind of neighborhoods, like, but I don't know if there's like an more efficient building way of doing it. I just like doing it that way because it's what the tutorial tells you to do. Well, like, now all these people should move into this now. Oh, you also get like a capital city, which is like a palace in this game. So I need to place down as well. Yeah, put it there. It's fine. Well, we need palace down so we can get the tax officers down and start taxing people, which obviously gets a bit more money because seems that we've only got 700 money drachmas at the minute. When you start taxing people. Let's put one over here. One over here. Was it the higher level the houses are, the more money you get from? Those are obviously the people that no tax person's visited. You can also see on here, like, he's going looking, that's him now. He's going around and taxing them all.
This city is like Ajax, head and shoulders above the rest.
80%, 88% of its population's been taxed. You can obviously increase your taxes, but you do that, they'll start fucking hating you. So I ain't got no fleas. I don't think we'll be able to fulfill that guy's requirement. I need another common agora over here, another food thing. Raise how much cheese you guys, there's from like 6 or 7 buildings for it. You start upgrading that, I can put another Y. You always need these fucking maintenance buildings down as well. Right, let's see that. Yeah, like, this is yellow, so this has got a high chance of it collapsing. But this guy is going round, makes it so it knocks it down again. Just send that gift off to that person. There we go. So that was obviously not going down no more. So you always need these next to you, like most of your like all your buildings basically. All just fall down. Oh yeah, we missed. This is a healing building. So like the guy, you can get plagues and stuff, but the higher your hygiene is, obviously less chance of getting plagues. So I obviously need to put this healing down in most of this areas. What's post is a bit pointless. Basically what they do is they'll follow the road, and if say if this wolf walks there, I put a watchtower there, like a watch post. If the guy's walking this way, I'll just kill it, but very rare you're going to need it, because it's not often you get stuff for walking your roads and attacking them. Obviously, if the sheep were a bit closer, they'd probably attack them, but for a minute it's not too bad. I'm going to put another one of these down as well. Oh wait, we've got loads of fleets in now. Let's build another star house as well. Just expand this road out. Because we send that guy that requests for fleece, he likes us more, that means we can... Oh wait a minute. I've got no money! This is congenial, is basically like the highest respect that you can get, like likewise. So we'll go congenial, sympathetic, and then it'd be apathetic, and then it'd be displeased. And then probably hate, I think. I don't know what one after that is. I don't know if that's lowest or not. Which means, because he's congenial, I can request something like I can request money for him. Knocks him down to sympathetic. Then I can request something else as well. I can basically request double money on him. I might as well do that actually. So he'll send me like 2 lots of money. Which is nice of him. Seems though we've only got 159. How was its taxes? Oh, we're taxing everybody. We're only making 239, losing 400. Also, with his powers, you get these little flags in here. This is basically like your army. So if I call them now, nope, it's that one I think. We've got these little dudes. Basically for rocks. They're like the crap of the crap. Like you don't really want to use these in fights, but if you've got no choice, then you've got no choice. Like if I could send them over offensive attacks, it's just gonna throw fucking some rocks at these wolves. They'll spawn back, these wolves, like, cause it's basically a spawn point. This guy just sent us 3,600. And just send them to go. But if you actually get attached, you can't really rely on these unless you've got like crap under them. Like the more population, the big population you got, the more flags you get. You do get better units later on. I'm gonna put a park in there because it's annoying me as a little spot. Columns there. This needs gymnasium. Oh, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put another storage thing down. you kind of want to use as much space as you can, like, but usually if you've got like a one gap, there's no you can put there, so I'll just use these avenues to make it look a little bit better. I've not noticed a problem actually. I have noticed a problem with these avenues. I think it counts as a path, which means this water guy here on this side can jump over to that side because I've put an avenue there, which is stupid because you wouldn't have access to that otherwise. I can put it all the way. Actually, if I do that, then the other side will be the same. No, never mind. Right, can a maintenance guy hit that? They're both getting me. I've got too much cheese. Oh. I'm stupid. In order for these buildings to upgrade next, we need fleece, and we've got crap ton of it lying around. I need to put a fleece vendor down on these Agora things, is that what they're called? Yeah, Agora. All these have fleece. Obviously, well, I'll go out, grab it off one of these storehouses, and bring it back to the shop. Then start distributing it with this cart. One of them, he managed to get one in there. There he goes, going out again now. Showed you what each one's got. He's obviously fought to take food and 8 fleece. See, now it's moved to the next level. In order to move to one after, we need to get more culture in, which means we need to put a double one either on that one on either these two or these two. Now we'll just put. Where shall we shove that? Is it gonna do that? I usually like having a distance between these two because they'll walk from this college building I've just put down and then they'll walk to here. Right, someone will come out of here now and walk to this little podium bit. I don't know which one is he? What was him now? Oh, he's there now. Oh, I see. These two buildings there, these aren't going to grow anymore, even though we've got access to next level. Like, all these buildings are growing, but these two are because appeal of it is low. If I pause it a sec on this last tab, this is like. I'm surprised I haven't actually. Why is that not going to? I don't know if it's taking this appeal or this appeal. Obviously, you can build like parks and stuff or gazebos and all that crap. But because we bribed that guy at start that we're going to attack us, we've got this monument thing, and these monuments are like really good at like putting appeal up. Let me just. I need this guy's spot. There we go. Oh, these. Yeah, there we go. Look, these have gone up now. They also make the maps look a bit better. Oh, that one's the same. That sucks. I have to put like something behind here. There we go. Yeah, these are the same. I'm gonna put let's go. Just shove gazebos everywhere. There we go. That one's same. Yeah, that one's same. Let's put some I think it's just whenever if you build no fertile land, I think the fertile land lowers the appeal of the area. Oh, we want Newman Games. We've just unlocked another monument. Yeah, we've done this goal. We've got 1,000 people, which means it should move on to the next one now. Well, just wait a couple of minutes. It should. It gives a new quest to do. We've only built in this little area and there's still half a fucking map left to do. All this crap. There we go.
Under your leadership, Thebes is beginning to thrive. Yet the multi-headed menace still plagues the land, and the city will never be truly great as long as it counts the monster as one of its residents. The time has come. Ares' multi-headed serpent will not leave Thebes alone, and as the city grows, the monster is bound to cause more trouble. Plus, you could really use some of that marble it seems to be guarding. For the good of the city, the serpent must be slain. No ordinary human can perform this extraordinary task, however. You will need the help of a hero.
We've got to produce 48 slabs of marble in 1 year. Pretty tough objective, because, as it were, the guy was narrating then, the marble is over where this Hydra is. So this like white stuff on Flora. So in order for us to go, we need to kill this Hydra. But we have a way of doing that now. We go in this mythology tab. We have Heroes Hall for Hercules. If I put this down somewhere, let's put it here next to this. Obviously, it needs access to roads. I'll connect that up. I'll block that off though. If we right click on this Hercules' Hall. Oh, that's lucky. That is really lucky. One of his objectives was to win the game, but because he did it like literally 30 seconds ago before that objective, before we did his 1,000 population, it's still counted. Obviously, we've got basically, if we complete these 5 objectives, we can basically ask Hercules to come to our city, and then we can send him off and kill that Hydra. But we got lucky how it's done these, well, especially that one, but that one's usually easy, the gymnasium access. The other quests, obviously, we need to have culture access to this building. So we need to put like the gymnasiums down, the college podium, and all that crap. And we also need 32 basically stacks of wine. The only problem with this last one is we can't produce wine in our city. And I don't think anyone's selling it either. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can trade with all these people, like this person. If we made onions, we could sell him onions. Obviously, if we got the marble, we could sell him the marble. He basically sells the fleece and the sculptures, which obviously sculptures is like a really high level item that you need later on. This guy buys wine, but he doesn't sell it. This one produces wine, but he doesn't like us, so there's no way he'd give us any. Thus, we'd send him like crap ton of gifts to make this good, like sympathetic. Then we'd request it off him. This person needs wine. Guy sells fleece and over and buys wine. They buy bronze and fleece and sell wood and all this. Yeah, so literally no one on this, how we've got on this map so far, sells wine. So I'm pretty sure on this first mission, someone sends you like all the wine you need. I'm just gonna put a storehouse down. You can change all these slots so don't accept it. Any other goods apart from wine. So if we get wine now, we'll just only go into this one storehouse. You can also do it in these buildings. Say if you had like a granary down there, you could tell it to get wheat, and then instead of all these running all the way down there, they just go to like the nearest ones, which they say that so if this had wheat, then they grab it from here instead. All those cheese people are stuck, so we're gonna need another granary somewhere. So I might as well expanding down to this last side, I suppose. I could expand off this. I'm gonna need that space actually for a culture, so I'm gonna do it here. So that's not enough space, is it? Let's do it from this bit here. 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, Gonna stick to L shape. Put granary there. Put this guy here as well. I actually will put this. Oh, I need to move this flag. I'm gonna put a watchtower here because all these walls are next to it. No, the wolves will attack us, people walking down street, so.
Unrest in the city? Shut your mouth. Things are peaceful here.
Oh, there's a thing for that. Never even seen the unrest do anything. I don't know if that's some mechanic later on or something. I've never actually seen any of that be a requirement for anything. Oh, look, there we go, someone sent us wine, 16. So that should have gone into that stockpile that we made. Yeah, there. You can also go into this tab and it sees what you've got in your city. We've got 114, 15 cheese, starting all these granaries. And we've got obviously the 16 wine. If you click the wine, it basically, when it turns yellow, it means no one else can access it in the map. Like, none of you people can take this. The only way they'd use that anyway is if I built this wine vendor and then I did the stockpile. They'd never use that anyway. But it's very rare you're gonna stockpile stuff like that anyway. It's only like sculptures and stuff that you probably stockpile in here, and then you won't even need to click on it because not many stuff use those sculptures. Oh, I might as well start upgrading this area. Go to that. Put food down. Please. Gymnasium down. I'll make it like that. Put a fountain down. Tax office. That's not upgrading because there's no appeal there. Oh, they need better access to. Need to put some more cultures down, like higher level cultures, so these will upgrade. I think we need to do. Oh no, that one's done. Oh, I need another monument up here to get rid of this. Get rid of that. So. That needs better culture. Oh wait, culture should be doing around there. Oh, it's probably that's him now. We need to start working on this, doing these as well, so we need excellent culture access. We've also unlocked a new building culture, which is the stadium. But you can only have one of these. You kind of want to save it for later on, but I'm pretty sure you need it to do this quest for Hercules. You can just pop it down, delete it, and it'll pop back into this square here, so we might as well just do that now. Also gonna do this. I also need to put a maintenance guy down so these buildings don't blow up. Back to here. Gymnasium. Basically just need to surround this with this building with all this culture shit over here. College. And a podium. Once all these hit this, we should complete this first mission, this first quest to Hercules. And that might have done it now. Oh no, it's close. That needs to go into that. There we go. Well, now we need another 16 wine. Pretty sure someone should send us the rest of it. As long as we just wait. Tab. Columns in here. difficult to this. Bank theatre, drama store, there. That was taxes then. I'm only losing like $100 a month now, which isn't too bad. I don't know if you can even survive on your taxes or not, because you can like trade like all your excess stuff out to other cities if you've got like an abundance of like fleece or whatever. So that's usually why you're making money, but I'm not sure if you've got like a massive city, if you can just tax them like crazy and just get loads of money that way. Anyone gonna send me this wine? Send this guy some fleece. Maybe he might send us some wine. Can't request it. I don't think anyone's got it. He needs wine. It's got to weigh it out. Send me wine. And usually, certain cities will have like where these growing lodges are, where you can build these olive trees. They'll have like a wine tree you can build as well. You can see from this we actually need olive oil next, so I can actually build. Oh, there we go. There's 16 wine. Who just sent me that anyway? Oh, they just sent me it. Oh no, it was Caledon. Caledon sent me wine. Now that means all the objectives for this Hercules should be done. Now we can send it for him. Gets rid of all wine that we had in storage. Obviously stop piling that. It's not like it matters anyway, like. Got more flags, which is obviously more army. Bang these over here somewhere. We shouldn't get a prompt in a minute that Hercules is there. Here he is.
I am Hercules,
He's there, but nice
and
and
am
shiny.
ready for a challenge.
What have you got?
I could probably think of some adventures to send the unemployed on, if this city isn't interested in finding
So what
them
he'll
some
do now
work.
is, obviously he'll follow his path. He'll walk all the way up to his building. He'll come all the way up to here. Actually, I might as well make him a shortcut. He can get by that. I'll just put it down so none of these can get by it. But he'll come up this way, go up to his building, jump inside his building for like literally 2 seconds, and then he'll set off and kill Hydra. I might as well. Where is he? You can just walk across what thing? Yeah, you should go in. Oh yeah, there we go. I don't think we saw it like, but he did jump in for like literally a second or so. And now he's off to go kill Hydra. You don't have to tell him to do it, he'll just do it. We gotta know what to do, so we can just watch him. I guess there's a little raft. Cheeky raft out of water. There we go. Fight time! That fight animation. And the Hydra's dead. Get a monument from killing that thing. Now we have access to all this marble, which we need to complete as main quest. Let's go remove some of these trees. The only problem is this, as you can see, there's a lot of water in the way. On administration, we build like a little water crossing. But it's a bit finicky of what you can cross to get the. Be able to get. There we go. These bridges need to connect with roads as well, although no one will be able to use them. Connect it to this one. I'm actually gonna down there. So in order to complete this quest, you need to build these masonry shops. Even though these lie nowhere near a city, the workers will still count what from up there. You don't need to create like a completely new like settlement area over here. Everything just connects together. It's the same map. Obviously, I'm going to need a maintenance guy over here, or they'll just get blown up on their own. I'll just put an absolute shit ton down. I know this probably seems stupid that not having these, but I don't know if they're going to come all the way down here to put the fleece in there because there's no space or not, so I'm just going to have it where they only accept marble. Can hold 32. I think we've got to produce. I've got to put 48 in 1 year. We're going to need like at least a few of these. Aren't we? Put 3 down. Get rid of them. Do the same with these. I just don't trust them sending like all goods from up top down into here. It'll just be stupid. Alright, so we need 55 workers, so I need to build some more houses. Even though all these are ticked, I should be able to just get rid of all these. And we should still have Hercules. It shouldn't matter. Now I've got rid of that. I've got rid of that stadium, it's come back again, looks like I can put it down somewhere else. Basically Hercules is always in our... We've basically got more time.
Is unsurpassed.
Well, on this map we have. If we get attacked, Hercules will defend us. Which is nice because he's better than some guys throwing rocks. You know Hercules, you can have some mates. Is better because we've sent them some stuff. Oh, that's perfect. Shops down. Let's try these. They need more stars. Well, I don't know why I'm making it so it's the same on both sides. Oh, I've made a mistake here, I haven't blocked that off. I need to block this top bit off as well. They'll start, this trade guy will start wandering like all the way down here, he won't upgrade any of these houses. Oh, done it.
The serpent is gone.
That was easy.
Yet worries remain. Ares was fond of the serpent, and he cannot be happy that you have arranged for the serpent's death. Athena, the goddess of warriors, crafts, and wisdom, has arrived to collect some of the serpent's teeth for some strange and wonderful purpose. Maybe she can shed some light on how to earn Ares' favor. The wise goddess Athena offered this advice. Ares is indeed going to be upset by the loss of that
pretty good.
serpent. He has this thing for serpents. Single-headed, double-headed, dunder-headed, it doesn't matter. He loves them all. And he really liked how the sun glistened off all those heads. But do you know what Ares likes almost as much as serpents? Big, big sanctuaries built just for him. He likes to conduct what he calls ambush practice in a sanctuary's twisting halls. But to most it seems like he's playing hide and seek. If you build a sanctuary for Ares, the god will be thrilled to have a new place to practice the art of war, and he'll forget all about the serpent. He'll even take some of the slain serpent's teeth, sow them in the earth, transforming them into fiercely powerful soldiers called Spartai. These soldiers will do your bidding and help to protect Thebes. Heed my advice, mortal, and
Objectives is we have to build the sanctuary to Ares, obviously god of war, with 50 people in resident or about. I think that's one of the house buildings, like one of the ranks to it. I can't remember which one it is. We need to have 30 sheaves of wheat for this colony. The colony will basically be like a completely different map. So we'll need 30 wheat for this colony and 25 jugs of olive oil. Oh, we've unlocked some new building. Let me just pause it. We want the elite housing. This is these elite housings are a lot harder to get right compared to the common houses. What else is unlocked? Not there. That's all same. Oh, there we go. And obviously in this quest is to build the sanctuary to Ares. So this is where the marble slabs come in that we had. 61 marble slabs that we built all the way down the bottom of the rail. These marbles are basically what you use to build the big temples for. So in order to basically buy this plot of land, like this fortress, well, it requires obviously 13 marble and 960 drachma. If I click that and then I place it somewhere, it basically starts off empty, and then it'll just basically you need to keep sending it marble and other stuff, and then it'll basically build into a big massive temple. Then we'll have areas in the city though. It's used as like a big massive project. You need these items to be able to like build on top of it. I think that's all his new buildings. So the video's very long, so I'll put a cut in here. Then next time we'll try and build Ares' temple and do these elite houses and try and get them right. Thanks to everyone that's watching this old game. Hopefully see you for the next one. Goodbye.